Good morning everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. I hope you're all doing well. It is a gorgeous sunny Saturday and it's just me and Basil at home this weekend. Jack is off on a bit of a work trip this weekend. So just me and Bazzy in the house, and I haven't been feeling too great this week. I think it's just time of the month. I've been feeling so exhausted, just super drained. So I have given myself a weekend of basically doing all of the things that I really enjoy, that fill up my cup, give me little endorphins of joy, and I'm going to take you through all the things that I like to do. But before I get into that, I've actually filmed a few clips this week. Cooking dinner, went to the farm shop, a very rainy dog walk, just a couple of things. So I'm going to pop those in now. So this morning I washed my hair, took myself out on a little solo morning. I just basically needed to do a food shop, but I decided to head into town, get myself a coffee and pick up some new books. I went to Brunch and Brew in Tenterden, which is such a gorgeous little cafe. I really recommend going if you haven't already. There's actually some beautiful cafes and coffee shops in Tenterden, and actually I just noticed that where the Hoof and Hook restaurant used to be, they have opened, or they're starting to open, a new one called Anassa, which is like Mediterranean, and the paint colour that they used to paint the outside is so beautiful. It hasn't opened yet, but I'm going to be keeping a close eye because I really want to try it. So I got myself a dirty chai latte, which is a chai latte with a shot of coffee, which feels very autumnal. I was going to get it iced, but I completely forgot. And by the time he'd finished it, I remembered, oh, I didn't ask for it iced. But anyway, it's not the end of the world. I'm home now. But I picked up a couple of books in Waterstones. I was really in the mood for a good crime thriller because the last couple of books I've read have been quite girly, quite slow, just like easy read. And I wanted something very gripping, so I picked up a new Frida McFadden. This is The Surrogate Mother, and I feel like we all know Frida McFadden books are just amazing, so I'll probably power through this at the weekend. Then I picked up another one. I always like to get two so that I've got, as soon as I finish one, I can move on to the next. This is Claire Douglas, who I love. I really enjoy Claire Douglas books. I think she's a really amazing author. This is called The New Neighbours. And actually, Lisa Jewell has said, a class act, she never ever disappoints. And I also love Lisa Jewell books. So I think this is going to be very good. So I'm really looking forward to diving into these two books. I'll leave these links below if you want to read along with me. But I just did a bit of a random food shop, stocking up on a few cupboard items. It's so funny because I feel like when I do a food shop, I only really need to do a big food shop every couple of weeks. And that's mainly just stocking up on like pasta, rice, cupboard things like chopped tomatoes or herbs or anything slightly random. But because we buy our meat from the farm shop and we've grown so many vegetables, I don't actually really need to buy anything else. It's just the odd, maybe lemons or something, cucumber, because we didn't grow any cucumber, just random things. So yeah, I feel like a supermarket shop is always a very random one, but I picked up a few little goodies for myself this weekend. Got myself some ice cream, Haagen-Dazs, my favourite, and I also got myself some sushi, which I haven't done in a very long time, but because Jack's not here, I thought I would have a little bit of a girl dinner this evening. And I've got some series lined up to watch that I've been waiting to watch for ages, so I'm looking forward to it. It's slightly windy, slightly chilly, there's lots of leaves on the ground, so I think I'm going to do a bit of a weekend of just preparing for autumn. There's a couple of things I really want to get done this weekend, and obviously I will bring you with me. So my outfit this morning was very simple, but I love this outfit. So this morning's outfit is a Lily Silk polo. This is so beautiful. I've had this for a couple of years and I always come back to this. It's just such a nice lightweight knit this time of year when it's, well, not cold enough for a jacket but not warm enough for a t-shirt. Linen trousers at H&M, and then I've just been wearing these suede Zara mules that I have worn to death. I think these were a very good purchase and are going to come in very handy as we kind of come into autumn a little bit, because they're closed toe but they still feel like a really nice transitional shoe. They don't feel super heavy and wintry. And I really like this outfit. I think it's just nice and simple, but I am going to go out into the garden and do a few things, so I will get changed now. But I'm really trying to just get up in the morning and put something on that makes me feel a little bit more dressed up rather than just wearing leggings, you know, like the dog walk outfit. Basil's currently laying outside in the sun chewing on a new bone that I picked him up this morning. So he's living his best life, but I want to get out into the garden because I have some things to show you and I have some jobs to do. Just changed into my leggings, ready for some gardening. I'm just gonna chuck my hair up because it's freshly washed and it's very windy, and I know that it's gonna get so knotty if I don't put it up. Speaking of little like autumn, preparing for autumn things, I have got two new outside kind of country jackets. This first one is a gilet from Hicks & Brown, which is the brand that sell my beloved fedora hat that I have been wearing all summer long, and I saw this in their new autumn collection. How stunning is this? I feel like sorry about the bone dropping on the floor. I feel like I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe. All of my gilets are fleece, and I love this super soft, almost like quilted khaki gilet. It's beautiful. It's got such a lovely fleece lining. It's got big pockets. I think this is gorgeous. So I actually was wearing this on a dog walk yesterday when I went with my mum, and I think it's lovely. I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot. And the second thing I got was a kind of smarter version of my trusty outdoor dog walking, gardening. It's kind of, I suppose the new word for these jackets is like barn jacket. You will know it. A lot of you ask about it. I got it on Amazon, but it was from Jules, and it's a men's jacket. It is covered in mud. I can't get the stains out of it. It's got grease marks on it from doing stuff in the barn. It's just disgusting, really. And I've really tried to scrub it and freshen it up, but it just stinks of dog and it stinks of like mud. And I don't love wearing that jacket when I go to the farm shop or the pub or like somewhere where that jacket comes in handy. It just feels a bit grubby, and I really wanted to get something that felt a little bit smarter. Still very relaxed and kind of countryside-esque, but just a bit smarter. And I saw this from H&M and I felt like I just had to pick it up. I think this is perfect. I love the fact that it's cropped because it just feels a little bit more elevated. And if I'm wearing skinny jeans, knee-high boots, I think this is going to be amazing, and I can wear it anywhere. So this is going to be reserved for nice occasions. I will not be wearing this jacket for dog walks or in the garden or anything that resembles mud, dirt and stains, because I just want to keep one jacket really nice. And the problem with me is I'm so clumsy and I just don't really think about things. Basil will jump up at me. I'll probably trip over and fall in the mud, and you know, I'm not very careful. So I think this is going to be a very gorgeous kind of weekend, nice jacket. I can throw it on to go to the farm shop, to go to the supermarket, errands, the pub, everything. I think it is gorgeous, and I think it was about £35 or something. And they do the khaki, which is this one, a cream kind of stony colour, and then they do a navy blue as well. And it has this beautiful corduroy brown collar. I just love it. I really like that it's cropped. I think it just makes it feel a little bit less heavy. My other one is quite long, and sometimes it does drown me out. But how beautiful is this? Absolutely love it. I'm so over the moon. And I feel like I have been quite organised this year, because there were so many things on my wish list last autumn that I wrote down that I didn't pick up. I just didn't really get round to it. And then we kind of got into winter and I thought, oh, I don't really need, you know, all of these kind of light layers. I'll just wait till next year. So I have picked up a few bits which probably won't arrive until the following vlog, but I will share some things with you as soon as they get here, because yeah, I feel like I've just been quite organised this year rather than waiting until we're in autumn. I'm just starting to think about little things. And I know I said in the last vlog that I'm not ready to skip into the next season yet, and I definitely am not. I actually wrote a newsletter about this, which I think is going out on Thursday when you're watching this. And it's kind of just all about my thoughts about rushing and living in the present, and why do we always get to the end of one season or nearly the end, and then all of a sudden we're like fully in the depths of the next one when it's still really lovely and sunny. And you know, we might get a weekend where it's like another heat wave. Often September we get these weekends where it's like 25 degrees. I am not ready to do a wardrobe switchover, and you know, I don't want to do those things. If it's going to be sunny, I will be in the garden and I will be having a barbecue, and if it's warm enough to sunbathe, I will be doing it. So yeah, if you're feeling the same as me, you are not alone. Don't feel the pressure to rush into the next season and start doing all the things, because I feel like winter is so long and you've just got to enjoy where you are now, go with the flow. And if one day it's raining and it feels cozy, lean into it. If the next day it's heat wave and you want to wear a bikini, go for it. Right, anyway, let's go in the garden. It's super windy today and the sky is so black. I don't know if you can see behind me. I think we're going to have some on and off rain today, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well. So I know in the last vlog that I spoke to you about our autumn planting and some bits that I'd ordered online, and it has arrived. So I ordered all of these plug plants from a company called Rocket, and I am so impressed with how these have arrived. I really hope you can hear this because it is so windy, but these didn't arrive in these plastic trays. I actually had these in the shed just to decant them in here until I was ready to plant, but these arrived in some really lovely biodegradable brown paper. They were wrapped perfectly. They arrived all in one piece, such good quality. I'm really impressed. I bought these on my own. This is not an ad, this is not sponsored. I hadn't even heard of the company before, but I will definitely be ordering again. I am so impressed. I think I'm already going to start having a few little thoughts about my spring cut flowers, because I got a brochure and it is beautiful. I'll show you later. So this is what we have got. We have ordered loads of carrots. These are all early Nanti carrots, Musselburgh autumn leeks, and then I've got some Lisbon white spring onions. We've got some Cavolo Nero here. We've got some swede, Marion autumn swede, and then I've got Marvel of Four Seasons lettuce. So I desperately need to get these in the ground. They have been in these little trays for 2 days now, and it's been raining quite a lot. So I soaked them in water when they first arrived, and then they've just been having rainwater. But I really need to plant these in. So this is my plan for the next however long it's going to take. I just really want to get these in. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of make a little plan of where I want these to go. So this is the lettuce and the spring onion. I know I said the other day that we are going to take out this spinach, so I've got a couple of things I need to do. This is getting eaten actually, and I need to spray the broccoli again and just to have a little bit of a sort out over here. So that is what I'm going to do right now in the next couple of hours. Spinach. Right, I have just finished planting the lettuce and the spring onion. It looks a little bit sad, but I think it will perk up once it's drunk in some of that water. And now it's in the beds, it should perk up a little bit. So this is in here, and then over on this side I have just harvested all of the carrots that were left, ready to chop these up. I'll probably cook with these tomorrow. A nice Sunday carrot dinner. The carrots aren't too bad. We did get the smaller variety, the kind of shorter ones. They're not too bad, but I think the soil is quite dense and that is why the roots keep splitting. So I'm going to dig a very big trench and try and get them to work this time. I've also just dug up the rest of the radish as well, which is here. This radish is actually not looking great, so I'm going to try and save as much as I can from this. And anything left will just go in the compost. So let's pop this on the table over here. So I'm just going to tidy up this whole area, just give it a nice rake, pull out any weeds, just kind of like sort out the soil a little bit, freshen it up, and then dig some really nice big trenches, I think around like 20 centimeters deep, ready for the carrots. And I will probably harvest these last little spring onions as well, which are doing very well in here. Yeah, that is the plan. Goodness, it is a few hours later. I came in from outside and ended up sitting on my laptop for about 2 hours. I took Basil for a little run around in the field. We played fetch together, and then I decided I need to clean the kitchen. So I have spent an hour and a half deep cleaning the kitchen floor. When I tell you these tiles are the bane of my life, they're kind of like a quarry tile and they are so porous, they just absorb any bit of dirt and just anything, and they just never ever look clean. So I scrubbed the life out of them, and I think I used about 4 different scourers. I cleaned the water about 50 times in my bucket and they still don't even look clean. But I've also cleaned the oven, so I'm really pleased about that. I feel like when I have a day to myself and I can kind of do anything, I just love doing some cleaning. It just makes me feel, oh my gosh, you're the most loving little boy ever. Yeah, it just makes me feel great. It makes me feel clean and revived, and I love having a clean and tidy space. But it is 5 o'clock. Basil has just had his dinner. I actually got him some new food, which he's just had for the first time, and he's eaten it so quickly. He is quite a fussy dog, and I wasn't really expecting that with a Labrador because notoriously labs are very greedy, but he's very fussy. He kind of just eats a bit of his food and then leaves it and comes back to it a bit later, and I honestly think it's because he just doesn't like it. So I'm trialing a few new foods and like some different things, and he loved that one, so that was good. But I think I might do a quick reformer because it's 5 o'clock. I really want to get my pajamas on and sit down and watch a series, but it feels a bit too early. So I think I'm gonna get some music on, do a reformer, and then we can go upstairs and have a nice pamper and pajamas and start a new series. Olivia Dean on the Reformer, doing my mask, washing my face. I just love her songs. They are brilliant. But I just did this Fenty Skin Cherry Dub mask. My mum gave me this. It's a 5% AHA face mask, vitamin C, BHA, AHA, Barbados cherry 3 ways, extract, ferment and juice. Brightens, clarifies and visibly reduces dark spots for a quick glow up. So I've had that on. It was very tingly. I just took that off with some cold water, and I've just put on the Current Body Skin Mask, which I really, really love. Usually I use this after I do my LED, but I will probably do my LED in the morning. I also have some new pyjamas on, which I am absolutely obsessed with. These are from H&M. I would say my 2 favourite places for pyjamas are H&M and the Napco. I think they are the best. They do the best designs, the best colours, styles. And I just saw these on H&M and loved them, so I ordered them. They're the same material as the ones that I got for me and my mum, the matching ones for her birthday. But how gorgeous is this print? It's a pale, kind of like a periwinkle blue with little dark blue flowers on in this like muslin material. Oh, I just love muslin material pyjamas. I think they are perfection. And I also wanted to show you my new glasses, because I am somebody that spends a lot of time on screens and a lot of time on my phone, on my laptop, and I feel like it's really difficult to wind down in the evenings. I'm doing lots on screens. Even watching TV, I just find that when I've got a lot of screens going on, I cannot unwind. And I thought I would give these a go. These are blue light glasses from Amazon, and I've seen a lot of people talking about blue light, and I did actually used to have some blue light glasses when I really struggled with headaches. I've been wearing these the last couple of, I feel I literally look disgusting right now. But I've been wearing these the last week or so when I've been on my laptop, especially in the evenings, watching TV on my laptop, on my phone, just screen overload. And they are really, really helping me. I'm finding that I can get to sleep so quickly. Like, I can literally be scrolling on TikTok, put my phone down, and I'm asleep in 5 minutes. Whereas before, I could not go to sleep for hours. So yeah, I don't know if it's placebo, but also they're really cute and I just really enjoy wearing them. So yeah, I think they're quite sweet. So today's OOTD is face mask, pajamas and blue light glasses. But I'm gonna go downstairs, get a glass of wine and put on a series, which I'm so excited to watch. Glass of rosé with 3 ice cubes. And I'm gonna make the living room. Oh, you don't want to lick that. That won't taste very nice. I'm gonna make the living room really cozy. If you haven't heard of the Philips Hue light bulbs before, and you love like setting the scene and getting cozy, come sit down. Good boy. Oh, my special boy. You have to get Philips Hue bulbs. They are the best. They are honestly like a staple in our house. Jack discovered them, and he actually discovered them when he lived at home. I think he had them in his old bedroom and had like the LED colours, but we don't have the colours, we just have the warm ambient light. Stop licking! But it's so good because you can have all of your different rooms on the app, and then you can control the lights from your phone. You can set timers, you can dim them, so I can like dim the lights. So in the winter, we'll have it like really dim. If we've got people over, we don't have it super bright. You can have it really bright. It works in lamps, floor lamps, wall lights, ceiling lights, any bulbs, basically. And they also do LED strips. So if you wanted them in like shelving or underneath units, up your stairs, you can put them anywhere, cupboards. We had them in our cupboards. In our old apartment, every single cupboard we had LED lights in, and then we also had them in our bathroom because the big light in there was so white, and because we were renting we couldn't really change it, so we added like this LED strip that was on a sensor, so when we walked into the bathroom it came on, which was so cool. Just kind of gives you that like hotel-esque feeling. So tonight, Baseline, we are watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. I hate watching series when the whole thing isn't out. I like to wait until the entire series is out so I can just binge watch it. So I've been waiting for the perfect time, and tonight is the perfect time. I think it's on Amazon, but I also watched a movie last night. Oh, I've gone on to kids. Why have I done that? I can't remember what the movie was called. Let me find out, hold on. Oh my god, there's a new series of My Life with the Water Boys. Oh my god, Grace won't believe it. Oh, exciting. Oh, there's such good TV on at the moment. On Netflix, there are some really good documentaries, and I love interesting documentaries that are kind of about all sorts of different things. And they've got this kind of like, I don't know if it's a series or, I'm not really sure, but there's some really good ones. I watched the first couple of episodes of the reality series documentary about The Biggest Loser, the American TV show, and it's quite heartbreaking, to be honest. It just shows like what went on with American series kind of back in the day. Another thing I watched was My Oxford Year, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really didn't enjoy it. I watched half of it, Jack got home, and then I was making the dinner, and I didn't enjoy it. I haven't carried on watching it, and I don't feel like I'm missing out. But I did just watch last night 2 things. The first thing was Unknown Number, The High School Catfish. You must watch that. It is absolutely harrowing and shocking. It's a documentary film, so it's about an hour and a half, and it follows the story, real story, of a young girl called Lauren, spelt different, but Lauren. She basically was a victim of catfish abuse, and she was hounded with text messages from somebody she didn't know, relentlessly for over a year. She was only 14 years old at the time, and when you find out who it was, it is absolutely shocking. So I really recommend watching that. The other thing I watched on Netflix was a movie called The Map That Leads to You. And if you are looking for something that's like a proper girly, like girls' night in, put a really cute movie on. And I actually cried a lot at the end, but then I came on my period today, so it kind of made sense. I really recommend that. Very good. But I was going to watch Wednesday tonight, but I think I might save that until we get a little bit more into autumn, because that feels quite Halloween-y. And I'm going to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, which you've probably seen already. I'm very late to the party on this next series. If you haven't seen it, it is a very cute chick flicky kind of series about a young girl who goes to her summer house with another family, and there's 2 boys in this other family, and she kind of has these little romances and crushes with both of the boys, and it's just the story that transpires. There's lots of other things that happen along the way as well. I'm gonna watch 1 episode and then make some dinner. Right, Basil, let's get comfy. Bring out the big guns.
Previously on The Summer I Turned Pretty.
I want you to want me.
I do want you.
I completely forgot that I had this on my face, but it's time to make dinner. How's the skin looking? Wow, that mask is unbelievable. It's Current Body. Oh, so hydrating. I'm gonna make some dinner. I don't really know what to have. I always find it so weird eating when Jack isn't here, and I was gonna have that sushi, but I had it for lunch. So we're gonna have something different. When Jack's not here, I tend to have so much more fish because he doesn't like fish. And sometimes I make like 2 different meals, but I like eating the same thing. It's just so much easier. So I tend to not really eat that much fish when Jack is home. So I've got some prawns. I might just make a very simple prawn pasta or something. We'll see. I feel like pasta's an easy option. Or I could do a rice bowl, but then I have rice with the sushi, so that's why I'm thinking pasta. Right, I've got some fresh fusilli pasta. I've got some coriander and chili prawns. And then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of some soft cheese in there and some edamame beans. And I think that's gonna be my dinner. Grate some cheese on top, some black pepper. That'll be it. Oh, I've got some rocket as well. Maybe I'll add some rocket on top. pretty unimaginative and not really much cooking going on here because the prawns are already cooked. But it's a girls' night, a solo girls' night. And Basil, of course.